We're going to have to do it on Tuesday. Because I don't have it. It's in my car. On my passenger seat. So we're going to have to redeem it for them, my friend. I might actually be streaming more this week because I'm isolated. So that could be a thing. We'll go do that. How are we all today? I hope you're all well. If you're wondering why I'm so zoomed in on my face, it's because we've changed the webcam and I don't know how to do it for separate scenes. And I'm not very good technically. This will do. You're just going to have to zoom into my face more. Hello, Joe. Trying to find a new save. Well. Let's get down to it because it's been a while. Did you just get tested? Yes, got tested. Everything was fine, but you still need to isolate them. So, and I just don't want to go. So I don't Takaman, we're still at Fiorentina, my friend. We have had a pre-season. Of course, we were domestic double champions. We won the cup. We won the league by a country mile. Let's take a look at that, shall we? So, oh my God, where have I gone? Oh dear Lord. Maybe I should have looked at all of my things first. That would have made sense. Not that one. I'm too small now, aren't I? That's better. That's better. We'll go with that. We'll go with that. So, yes. So we are at the 26th. This is the first game of the season, which is quite late in there. But there we go. Hello, Dan. How are you, mate? Let's take a look, right? So if we went to competitions and Serie A, we won the league last year, and we actually won it so easily eventually. Look at that. 16 points. 16 points. Unbelievable. Yeah, I've gone more narrow, Olivia. I just preferred it. I did an F1 stream of it. And I just preferred it. Only drew 4 and lost 4. We won 30 games out of our 38, which I think is really impressive. Antonio, I hope you're doing well, my friend. And then, of course, we won the cup as well. So, big ups to us winning the cup. Not bad at all. We beat Inter Milan in the final. It was a good final as well. Very happy. This transfer window could be a terrible one. Now, we've managed to keep hold of all of our players. But I've made one big signing. We got about £50 million in the bank. I made one big signing. I went out for it. And we bought Anthony from Ajax. What a signing that is. But we can't register him. I hate this rule. To the non-EU player is sold. We're in the midst of selling Igor. So he will be leaving. But I'm also open to selling Eric Gutierrez as well. That's just so annoying. Can you recommend a team for me? Eintracht Frankfurt. That's my go-to one. That's my go-to one. Jokel, thank you very much for the follow. We've got a lot of players who can't play in this first game either, so we're going to have to bring in Kevin Marquardt. Oh, we will have to bring in Amin Esahal, who is now available for us to play as well. Montiel will have to come out. Look how many players are struggling for us. This is ridiculous, by the way. So we've got Dusan Vlahovic can come back in. Vitor Ferreira can't play either. So we're going to have to do this. And Orgello. So we're going to have to actually play Igor. And centre-back. So centre-back we might actually have to play. We could bring in Esau, you know. Looking down the line. I'm going to bring in Eric Pulgar. And we're going to bring down Christopher Ayer. And he is going to sit in that centre-back role. So, to be honest, we might need a left-back that we could bring in on loan. We've got Orgello, but if Eagle's leaving, we're probably going to need a left-back. who can play there. Kevin Malquit can also play there, but it's just a case of if we lose another man, we might be struggling. So we'll see how that goes. But we've pretty much got our first team lineup, barring a couple of players here. So against Sassuolo, we are champions. We should do this. We should be able to beat this team and go on and get our first win of the stream, of the season too. Dominic Berardi's still there. Ante Rebic is also there. So it's been a week since we played because I lost a bit of motivation. Oh, actually, to be fair, I had kidney stones tonight on Thursday, so I stopped playing. But there we go. But I'm isolating for a week, so I won't be going to work until not this Monday, Monday after, which is fucking amazing. So I might do some midweek streams. Do some during the day, just a couple of hours here and there. Let's see how we go. Fun kiddie fact, he played for Kilmarnock. He did indeed. He's also just moved. He's going to be playing in the Premier League now. Okay, let's see how we go. Malquit. We just signed a new deal for Malquit. Maybe a little bit too much money than what I expected to pay, but there we go. This probably is going to be our last year at Fiorentina. We're going to see throughout the season if there is any jobs going. What a run. Fair enough, he's at the post. We're going to see if there's any jobs going throughout the season. Pre-season, there was a couple that came up. Villarreal was one. AC Milan, but I don't really want to stay in the same league. I'd rather leave the league. There was no jobs in League 1 or League 1. I'm really interested in the next time a Portugal job comes up between Benfica and Porto mainly, but also if there is a Sporting one there, then I'm also happy to go there. Or the Netherlands. I'd quite like to go to either PSV, AZ, or Ajax if one of those jobs come up. Be typical if it was Ajax, now that we've just stole probably their best player. That's disgusting tackle, by the way. How's your mental attributes look? We'll take a look at it in a sec. Our good tackle. Our profile itself, our reputation's gone up. Belgium or Austria, we don't actually have those leagues loaded. Spain is another one that I'd like to go to eventually, but I think that would be like the next step, because I don't think like Madrid, either the Madrids or Barcelona would take us right now, and I think only Valencia really would be an option that I would like to go to, because like we're winning the league in Italy and we've got an outstanding team. Going anywhere else, it needs to be at least a step sideways. I can't really go a step back. Oh my god, Urail is just a disgusting player. There weren't any streams recently. No. I streamed on Tuesday night, but I streamed F1 and then rage quit because I was really bad at it, because I'm terrible at the game. We will be back tomorrow for some F1 with Zach. We're going to do the co-op career mode again. So that's always fun. I just need to learn how to play it properly, to be honest. So we'll be back with that. But next week, I'm thinking doing some daytime streams. Like afternoon streams, 3 o'clock, that type of time. Everton. I do want to go to the Premier League. Probably near the end of this Journeyman now. Come on, Dusan. Lovely stuff. Urail Chelly. Got a second goal. Is that a penalty? I'll take a penalty. Real Sociedad's a good option as well. That's definitely a step sideways. Got some really good players. Don't know whether they kept the good players. That's the thing. Like Oyathabal or Isaac, whether they're still there. Almeida's going to take the penalty. Hello, R1. How are you, mate? Thiago doesn't miss many penalties, does he? So there we go. But the Championship, that's a bit of a step down though, isn't it? From Serie A. Okay. I was partial to opening up like the Brazilian League or something, but at the same time, my plans for FM22 I want to do that South American save. So I don't want it to be too samey. The highlights, why are the highlights really long today? Is it just me? I mean, Dusan's running through. It's a good shot, to be fair. Usually he just fluffs it wide, doesn't he? He's not exactly the that type of player who just powers on through and scores. Sassuolo, by the way, this is the last season that are going to be allowed to wear their kit in real life. They are being told that they are not allowed to wear green kits in the Serie A from next season, which is very weird. Is this still Renzi version 2? Yes, it is. Managing UCD in Ireland, and I have had offers from Celtic, Benfica, Villa and Leeds. I rejected them all because I want to win the Champions League with UCD. So that's what I need. I need Benfica to come in and want me. Benfica would be a perfect next step, in my opinion. Oh, Thiago, great steal there. Already got a goal from the spot. Can he get one in and get another assist? There's a lovely ball. Headed out. Domenico Berardi. Okay, they're going to go on an attack now. Rebic. We'll let you do that all day. Anti-Rebic. Olympics is on, viewers, by the way. I don't know if you've been watching it at all, but I do like the Olympics. Doing an online save. I haven't done an online save this year. I don't think I've ever done one, to be honest. Never really had friends who also play it. We should change for another Serie A club. Not yet. I would do like down the line, but I wouldn't go straight to another Serie A club because I've just won it. So I don't know. But I want to eventually go to Milan or something like that. But Almeida, I just don't really see the point in going to another club when I've just won the league. Do you know what I mean? Like going from first to like fifth and having to rebuild another team in the same league. And coming up against my team. I don't know. And plus the rules are really frustrating me right now. The fact that I cannot just register Anthony when I haven't signed any other players. Because from my point of view, as long as you're allowed to sign one per whatever it is, per season, that's... It's not happened there. That's not what I meant to do. Castrovilli, there we go. Nonto's picked up a knock. So go with that man there. We'll bring him on. We'll leave it at that, I think. Oh no, we'll take off Paul Graham, put on Eric Gutierrez. Won the Champions League with Rennes, and the only club I could go to was PSG. Well, there you go, see. It just seems weird, doesn't it, going to a team in the same league unless they are much higher than you. Atalanta could be an option. They're not doing very well on this, I don't think. You got to look at it from a point of view that we've just won the league and the cup and we're quite dominant. So why would I theoretically leave and go to a club in the same league where I've got to restart? Go into a different country, and especially to like a bigger club, makes sense to me. But staying in the same league when I've just won the league, I don't know. Maybe not. Type of badges and experience. So we had the full badges, but we had 0 Sunday League experience. So our reputation after winning the league and cup is 3 and a tiny bit stars. So it's not very big at all. That's the main reason why I've got to be really careful with what job I go to then. Atletico Madrid, definitely I'll take an Atletico Madrid job for sure. Because it's a contender, isn't it? It's a team that I could realistically win the league with in a couple of years, but there's probably a little bit of job to do there. Same as Valencia's, another team that I would definitely be up to go into. Marseille, Lyon, those types of clubs as well. I mean, if we take the look at the leagues in focus, I mean, obviously this is just the start of the season, so, but I'm just showing you what I mean. Dortmund and Bayern are 2 other options, but I'm not like desperate to go to the Bundesliga because, of course, the youth to go. So my main options would be the Spanish League, Liga NOS, and Eredivisie right now, with future goals going to the Premier League. and Liga. With like a PSG, for example, maybe a Man City, United, Liverpool, or even a Chelsea, to be fair. Happily go to one of those 4 jobs. We checked available jobs for the start of the season. Yeah, there wasn't a lot. I don't think there's any at the minute either. No. Because obviously we just started the season. There's not a lot to it. Everybody's stable. Everybody has their own thing. Esahals and Gomez's best roles. Gomez is pretty much suited to a winger. Not sure of Esahal. Usually like a shadow striker or an advanced playmaker. Depends how his attributes go. Sometimes they grow differently because he doesn't have any fixed attributes. So it's Napoli next. Best of the rest teams, it sounds like. Exactly that, yeah. But, you know, if Real Madrid, Barcelona come up and I apply and get it, then yeah, lovely. If they're top, second or whatever. But a national? No. Nobody would want to watch it. Because it would just be just me just clicking the button, waiting. How has he gone for that much money? Just take way too long. And I don't really enjoy it either. The only good thing about it is tournaments. I can't say yours, eh? I don't know why. I suppose. Little Max is keeping us up late last night. Started crying about 11:30. Couldn't get him to sleep till about 1. A lot of clubs coming in for our keeper. And it's 2 clubs I've mentioned already. PSV and Benfica. So we'll keep an eye on it for this whole season. For mine, I went no badges, and I think Sunday League experience unemployed. I did. I mean, people have said about it before. I wanted to just kickstart it a little bit, so I gave myself the coaching badges. But reputation-wise, we're only up to a good reputation now, and some of these like 12 and 16 is the highest that we've had. It was right down in the dumps before, so it's been a struggle. Fana, I'm very good. Thank you very much for asking. How are you today, sir? The transfer window closes. I want Igor to go because I want to see whether I can actually register this player or not. This is going to be annoying. Decline. Come on, Igor, just leave. He's in talks about 7 different clubs. Kwame's going as well. Jason's not going to be happy with that. There he is. Right, Igor leaves. Dragowski, no. They were coming in with like offers of like 7 million. 24 million for Brian Gill. Definitely not. I'd like him. I want to keep him. Let's see. Please. Or do we have to go a little bit further so that Igor actually leaves? Because we've only just confirmed it. Come on. I just want to be able to register. I spent £50 million on it. It'd be ludicrous to not allow me to register him. Okay, Kwame, go. Right, Igor, gone. Chelsea have signed Chiesa. We can... Wow, that's a lot of money. Nope. Okay, let's see. Oh, we did mention about a left back as well. Maybe we're going to have to look for a left back. Why not? I don't get it. I genuinely don't get the rules. We sold another non-EU player, so I don't understand the rules. Do we have to sell another one? Because I'll sell another one. I don't want to sell Pulgar. I'll sell Gutierrez. I don't get it, man. Don't get it. I've signed nobody else. Nobody. And I cannot register him. It literally makes no sense. Infuriating me. Okay. Any left backs that we can loan? Hello, Mr. Thomas First. I think I do understand the rules somehow after managing there for 8 years. I wish I did. Wage budget? Yeah, that's fine. We'll change it around in a sec. Did you have someone last year you could register as well? I think so. Oh, it's so irritating. Right, this is a very good left back that we can bring in on loan. Adjust the budget. %60. Happy to do that. As a squad player. No, what? That makes no sense. Oh. Can be recalled? No. Okay, I'll do that. That's fine. It's going alright, Thomas. Just so confused with the Italian Serie A rules. Don't get why we can't register a player. Because you have 2 non-EU players a season, because you already have more than 3, that player from last year counted. The only one... I haven't registered any new ones. Maybe if we try and get rid of Esahal. Because I haven't registered him. The only ones that are registered are Milenkovic, Vlahovic, Pulgar, Chelly and Gutierrez. But we haven't registered a new one. We've just sold one. We just sold Igor, who was a non-EU, and it did not work. I'm so confused. Somebody take this bag of shit player. We have not got long left. Test haven't shown the rules that it makes no sense. We looked at it before on a stream. It just doesn't make no sense, and I just don't quite get it. It's wage demands, really? He's only like 3. I'm just gonna make him for free. I want rid of him so bad, just to see if this works. I'm willing to sacrifice losing our player. Okay, so we're in Seed 1, which is obviously great. So let's see where we get put. Group C. Come on then. So we can't get Juve. Manchester United. Come on. Not bad. Anybody would have been hard in that. The second seeds were very difficult. The third seeds, there are a few easy clubs in here, a few difficult ones as well. Shakhtar Donetsk. Ooh, that's a tricky one. It all depends who they've still got. They got like Marcus Antonio and players like that. It might still be difficult. This bottom one, there's actually a few really difficult ones, like Athletic Bilbao. We got Mulder, which is obviously one of the easier ones, but I mean Gladbach Athletic Bilbao, Monaco. That's a few really difficult ones. Hoffenheim would have been difficult too. Anderlecht would have been no walkover. So I feel like we've got an okay group there. Manchester United, Shakhtar, and Molde. I'm okay with that. Yeah, definitely go for knockout stages there. Jace, how are you doing, mate? Hope you're doing well. Okay, we got an offer in here. Is it for Polgar? Gutierrez, yes. Okay, please leave. Who is that? I've never seen that guy. 24 from Belgium. He has really good attributes. Anybody use that guy before? Sebastian Bornau. So he starts off at Cologne. Huh. Okay. I feel like I've got some kind of like perfume on my mouth. Right, Gutierrez, gone. Let's see then. If I cannot register him now, God only knows. We still can't register him. I don't understand. I do not understand why we cannot register him. It literally makes no sense. I've sold 2 of the non-EU players and I still can't sign him. Oh, I hate it so much. I hate Italy so much. So now I've just got rid of 2 players for no reason whatsoever. Like both Igor and Eric Gutierrez, I used to use them. Hold on. Who can't be registered until next season. It just makes no sense. It makes no sense. Now they're telling me I don't have enough players registered. Are you joking? So I don't actually have enough players to register. Well, I'm trying. I'm very much trying. Where's Montiel? Can you register him? No. What was that? Doesn't matter how many non-EU you get rid of, you're only allowed to register 2 players who season. Yeah, but Jace, I haven't signed anyone else. Those players, all of the non-EU players that I had before at the club. I've signed nobody else other than Anthony. Balder, on loan, but that was before. He is the only guy I've signed. The last 2 seasons, that is non-EU. I don't get it. PSG have Cristiano Ronaldo at 38. Amazing. Who we should make Ibanez our top target? I would, but he's non-EU. Why would I try that? I wanna leave Italy. I wanna leave. Signed my brand new shiny toy and I can't use him. I'm half tempted to resign and we go on a job hunt. Genuinely serious. That's how annoyed I am. Can't even register him for this. Can't even register him for the Champions League. Do it. Just rage quit. Nobody's going to be like insecure or anything. I don't know. The only trouble is, I feel like if we left, we'd really struggle to get another job. I don't mind applying for jobs when we still got one. Maybe a little bit drastic, just quitting my job. It's going to annoy me that he's just sat there, not actually able to do anything. It's probably going to annoy him. Alright, that's my starting lineup. Can be long before you get a job, exactly. Oh. Oh well. This is going to be my last season. So annoying when you're doing a save in Italy and you see all the wonder kids in Brazil and Argentina, especially when they go to England and get England citizenship that's still non-EU. Each time that happens, I hear Borat saying, "You will never get this. You will never get this." It is so frustrating. Because, I mean, the France one's fine. You're allowed to register 4. But it doesn't matter. If you sign 8, you can register whatever 4 you want. But this is a joke. This is shit. By the way, did anybody else see that Borussia Dortmund signed Daniel Malin yesterday, which means they now have a possible front 3 in Football Manager of Erling Haaland up front, Daniel Malin and Yusufa Moukoko in behind him or on the wings. That is absolutely disgusting. Or 3-pronged front 3 of those 3 up top. And you still have the likes of Torgan Hazard. You still have Giovanni Reina. You still have Marco Reus all available as well. That's just unbelievable stuff. And Thiago Almeida's put us up against Napoli 3 minutes in. Okay. Cashtavili. Oh, it's a bad pass. Good tackle, though. Great tackle from Maffeo. So, to tell you a little bit behind the scenes, this pre-season, I looked to replace Pablo Maffeo. I had one deal done, but the guy wanted extortionate wages for a right back. Oh my God, Gaetano! Yes, please, sir. And it just wasn't that much of an improvement over. No, actually, tell a lie. So, I actually got snubbed. I got snubbed by Guga, who played for Marseille at right back. He was also a Portuguese international, so he wasn't non-EU, so I was fine with that. And he went to Everton instead, even though I offered more wages. So I was a bit gutted by that. Malin for 30 million is a steal. As a Dutch, I watch Eredivisie all the time, and if he improves, his finishing will be top class. I mean, we've seen a glimpse of it, in the Euros, when he went around that player and should have scored in the game where they got eliminated. Looked really good then against Denmark. But for the finish, like you mentioned. I was really hoping we get Anthony because he can play in 2 really good positions. Almeida, good finish. You can play in Almeida's position or you can play up front when Dusan Vlahovic isn't scoring as many. He was at my club, Arsenal, as a youth. I found that really bizarre, that he played in England. Nice is doing a great FM transfer window. Cliver and Calvin Stengs. Not bad, is it? 2 Dutch maestros over there. Has Moukoko played for Dortmund in real life? Yeah, he started for them. Versus Ukraine. Was it Ukraine that he did that against? Daniel Malin? I thought it was Denmark. You are right. can't believe we're just battering Napoli. Cleared. That's a bit of a wasteful pass. Good win again by Mafio. Lovely. It's good play. Esposito. Come on. On the edge there. That's terrible pass. Almeida to Dusan Vlahovic. And it's 4. This is so good. Did you already post this tactic that you're using maybe on Discord? I don't think I have, no. Have I? I can't remember. I've actually used it in a couple of the rebuilds that we've done. I used it in one of the rebuilds. The Tottenham one, I think. It's been working really well. 4-2-2. The only problem that I have with it is Dusan's position, although he's just scored. It's not as many goals or assists as what I would like. I think back to when we were using the Burning Hammer in that Rami Azar playing in that centre forward role. In the same combination with the, oh my god, he almost scored again. That same combination of the centre forward and advanced forward playing up top. That's the reason why I've set it up like this. And he scored and got so many assists, it was just ridiculous. Whereas I don't really think... Oh, have I not put Brian Gill on the bench, or is he not available? Maybe he's not available. I don't really think that Dusan Vlahovic has given me enough, to be honest. I'd like to have seen more. I'll leave the third until late, I think. Again, apologies, I can't stop yawning today. I had to get up for 5:30 with Max after him waking us up. So I've had roughly about 4 hours sleep. But I did nap. Don't tell the missus, but I did nap on the sofa while he was downstairs with me. But she always tells me off for that, just in case he does anything. But what she doesn't know, she's all right staying in bed till 9 o'clock. But he was quite happy just watching telly. I was having a little nap. Every now and then he'd bring me over a book, and I just had to open it just so he could look at the pages. And then he'd chuck the book on the floor, and then I could go back to sleep again. But don't tell Mrs. that. Okay. Right, cool. Dragowski's going to collect that one. Very sought after goalkeeper in this transfer window, and yet not once did he kick up a fuss. I like that. I'll stay loyal to players who stay loyal to me. They start kicking up a fuss, then, maybe I'll consider selling it, like Vitor Ferreira. Kicked up a massive fuss. And that is great. I have him in my West Ham save. Hello, comrade. How are you, mate? Know about those times. How is your little one? You're not that far ahead of me, are you? Power nap is golden. It's just on the sofa, just while he's just watching shit on telly that I have no interest in watching. We'll put Rodrigo Gomez on the left, I think. Right, very good start beating Napoli. 4-0. Can we make it 5? That would be ridiculous if we could. Cleared. Nanto's never going to win a header. He's 5'6", whatever it is. He's in there. I think he's off. There's also a terrible miss. Should have scored that. Almeida has back to 10 out of 10 rating. Not bad at all. For Thiago. Good for you, sir. Nice victory. Well done. 4-0 away from home. I'm kind of laughing right now. He's sleeping. I have to wake him up in a few. Is that like a... Oh, what time? Oh, you're a few behind, aren't you? So you're in America. So what time is it roughly for you? Conrad, does he have like a morning nap, does he? Max usually goes back to sleep about 10, half 10. Maybe 11. 2 goals and 2 assists. That's why he was involved in every single goal. Absolutely outstanding stuff from the young Argentinian. Lazio is the next game up as well. 9:43. All right. Please don't tell me it's because you slept all the way through until then. D-Shank, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Ah, good. Brian Gill's back from training. I did just leave him out. I left him off for a very good reason. Okay. We'll give that a pre-season one. Give a bit of fitness until you get back into the swing of things. Right, General. There we go. Yeah, we can add Balde to that one. Why the hell not? So, usually it's international break. Then we'll have the Lazio game. Then I've got a feeling it's going to be our first Champions League tie. Don't know who it's going to be. Can you hear the fan that I have next to me, by the way? I spent £300 on a fan which is quiet. So I just want to know whether you can actually hear it or not on the stream. I might even turn it up a little bit. I bet you can hear that one. But the one before, I bet you couldn't. Now you can. But at this level you can. That's fine. Very expensive fan. But oh, had to be done with the heat that we have. How anybody's supposed to sleep in that, God knows. Shower code for me before sleep. It's not a bad idea. Do you know why every time I download the faceless face pack from Sort It Out, all the faces are blurred? I've downloaded it 4 times and haven't worked it out. No idea, Carl, unfortunately, mate. How hot is it? Last week, Jace, it was 30 degrees on Tuesday and Wednesday. But remember, I've got like lights and all that shit on me. Oh, it's been difficult. Glenn, how are you, sir? What time would you say, guys, if you would be up for some midweek streaming? Would be good for you. Bear in mind where you are in the world. Because I'm off all of next week isolating. I literally have nothing to do. The only day I probably won't stream is Wednesday because it's my birthday. So I just kind of want to just stream a little bit more and maybe we'll get further through this save. So I am up for doing really any time. Morning. Probably stay away from the evening. But I think morning would be a good one. You said there 9 a.m, 10 a.m. Is that 9 a.m. for my time? About every day? I mean, that's what I'm doing. I'm thinking about doing Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. I'll stream it every day. And of course, our Saturday at 3 o'clock like I usually do. Or do I have something on next Saturday? See, I can't do next Saturday, so that's good because then I can do that. Because it's my day off from isolation, so we're making the most of it. I can see my family. Pick a time, Nick, and I'll try and catch it. Good. Well, I'm up for doing early. So if you guys are up for the 9 a.m, 10 a.m. slot, I'm up for that too. By the way, your birthday's on the 28th. My brother's on the 29th. How old's your brother going to be? I'm going to be 29. I know I don't look it. I mean, you're thinking, no way. You're easily... You look 21, Luke. And I'll say thank you. But you're a bloody liar. I turned 29. He's going to be 21. Right. 22 at best, exactly. And Carl, you are drunk. Your name rings true. too easy for him. I mean, yeah, if he's born in 2000, it's very easy to determine how old you're going to be, isn't it? It gets a little bit more difficult when you're older, because you forget. I always forget. I think, am I 27 turning 28? Or am I 28, 29? And then the wife last year, who's born 3 weeks after me, so she's the same age. Like, earlier on this year, she was like, oh, I can't believe we're going to be 30 this year. And I was like, no, we're not. Oh, it's just one of those things, isn't it? Do it early in the morning. I have a reason to wake up early. Well, there we go. I think we're sold on that. Till you are closing up the dreaded 40s, you're fine. I think that's what you meant, Jace, anyway. Yeah, we got another good 10 years yet until that happens. Alright then, let's have a little bit of a fantasy question then. Alright, I'm willing to listen to what you guys are saying in the chat. What is something you'd like to achieve in the next 10 years? Anything. Let me know. What is there something that you would like to personally achieve in the next 10 years? Can be something major, can be something small, something that you've tried doing, something that you're nearly doing, something that you haven't even started. I want to know your options. Stop peeling from COVID. It's not a bad one, to be fair. That's what the world should do, to be honest. Building a tiny home on wheels. There we go. Keep a stable job. Nice one, Jace. Making a friend. Oh, Glenn. Finishing uni. Nice. What is it you're studying? Get into the best shape of my life. Always a good one. I'm definitely coming out of that stage. I was in good shape just before the pandemic first hit. And I was starting to do a lot of wrestling in a very short space of time. Hardy, thank you very much for the follow, Seth. If you'd like to know, let us know what you'd like to achieve in the next 10 years. Keep building my family. 4 years now, the missus, 2 kittens. So maybe a house and a child. That's a lovely one. That is a lovely one, Olivier. I like that. In the same area, would you be open to moving? What's the story there? I want to pick a uni course and complete it around having a job, a shit one, and being a dad. I'm 30. It's always difficult, man, isn't it? I've thought about it quite a few times, going back into education, but once you've got children and responsibilities, it's always a lot more difficult. My friend's managed to do it, but his wife is very lucky. She's got a very highly paid job, so he could afford to quit his job and go and study. And then they got a kid, and he's still able to do it. It's ridiculous. It's very fortunate. Just finished my first year of mechanical engineering. Wow, I studied mechanical engineering. I have an MVQ in that. That's what I did my apprenticeship in. What's mine? I would like to make content creation my full-time job. I don't know how long it's going to take. I'd like to think it wouldn't take that long. But this world can be a very cruel one. And I fucking hate my job right now. I've hated it for a while. Some of the people in there are absolute assholes. And I'm just biding my time before I can leave. And they know it's coming. They know that I want to do this for a living. I'm a facilities technician, Sash. So it is mechanical. I'm a mechanical engineer, maintenance engineer. From my apprenticeship. Royce's? What do you mean? So I'm just hoping that, perfect scenario, 18 months from now. As in Rolls Royce. No, not at Rolls Royce. It's a medical facility. Perfect scenario is it would be within 18 months. That's what I would like to think. I have 2, to be honest. So there's 2 that I would like, goals in the next 10 years. That's the big one for me, because I think that can lead on to the second one anyway happening. By making this a full-time job and being able to earn a lot of money through YouTube and streaming more and stuff. Because,
I'd love to stream as every day like I plan to next week, but unfortunately because of like full-time work and having children, I just don't have the time. I barely have enough time to do my videos and go wrestling and see Max. So streaming is always like a last priority, to be honest. Just more of a hobby that I get to do every now and then. But the second one would be I'd like to be completely debt-free within the next 10 years. We're on course to that. We are on course to that, but house moves, babies, means that we've had to use credit cards and loans and stuff like that. I'd like to clear it all. So YouTube and stuff at the minute is exactly what we're using to pay that stuff off. So that's fantastic. All of the subs and donations that we've had and the views and everything that I got, Patreon as well, Patreon especially. Massive thank you to all my Patreon members if you are here. That, on a monthly basis, is helping pay for what we use to pay for the house. So it is very much appreciated. And I'd just like to just be debt-free, have this as my full-time job, and it'll be absolutely amazing. Bill, I hope you're well, my friend. I appreciate it. 100% underestimated. Well, that's very kind of you, Olivia. I like to think we're growing, aren't we? That's a good go. It's offside. We're growing. We're very close now to 20,000 subscribers on Twitter, on YouTube. We're very close to that. In fact, we're a lot closer than what I thought we were going to be, because at one point it was my goal to reach 20,000 before my birthday, which is next Wednesday. I don't think we'll hit that, but we're so close I don't really care. Because I think we are 19,300 and we're picking up roughly about 75 to 100 subs a day, which is great, by the way. That's absolutely fantastic, and that's because of the rebuilds that we've been doing recently. But because of the videos that have come out since, I knew weren't going to be as good as the rebuilds. I knew we'd slow up and probably not quite reach the 20k on my birthday, but that's fine. The fact that we are within touch and distance is good enough for me, and I count that as a big W. And then it's the case of like small goals. I always believe with things like the YouTube channel and stuff to have goals, and I've hit majority of the goals that I've aimed to make. I have little small goals. So last year, my goal was to get to 5k before my birthday, which we did. Almeida. Oh. Then it was to get to 10k before Christmas, which we did. Well, before the new year, we did it before Christmas. Now we're up to nearly 20k, which was originally my goal to get to before FM22, but then we moved it because we got really close because of the growth of the channel after Christmas before we had the channel hijacked. That put a little bit of a pause on the situation. We lost a couple hundred subs to that. So now, it's what I want to hit before we make the end of the year this year, which is a tricky one because I don't know how it's going to start. It's very easy for me to go 25k and be like, that should be quite achievable, especially if we're up to, oh my god, what a goal that is. That should be very achievable, especially for the fact that we are really close to 20k already and we've got about 6 months to go, including the new release of a game, which of course we should be able to pick up more. I'm thinking we go for 30k as the big target before New Year, because when I look back to the start of the last game, we tripled our subs within 6 months, sorry. We could do that again. That would be phenomenal, because that would be like 60k subs. I know that is very impossible pretty much, but I would like to think we get close to doubling it within 6 months of the game. Oh my god, that's close. If my plans of what we are going to do for the next save get pulled off, now that we've got Sid on board as well, it just makes my videos so much better. The launch of a new game should be more rewarding for the channel with him at the helm, and of course knowing a little bit more of experience of what works and stuff. cut out loads of shit which was not helping the channel. And I think the ideas of the channel is going to go forward in a different direction to what it did in this one. So what I'm thinking is that we could be at a stage where, come on, we could get the same, roughly the same amount of growth, but of course it's on a larger scale. So that's just a little inside behind the curtain, to be honest, for you guys on a Saturday afternoon. It's a lot to take in, isn't it? It's a lot to take in. But I appreciate all the kind words in the comments. I see it all. I see it all. The FM father of Wonder Kids. Just get that tattooed on me. Have you planned to make another rebuild videos on foreign clubs? Yes. So the plan is we have one more that we are recording soon. Editing to release soon. It's already been recorded with my dad. And that comes out 2 Mondays' time. And then we're basically, I'll do 2 rebuilds. I'm basically going to leave it up to a vote. Which one comes out first. Because it's just easier that way. And I quite like the idea of you guys choosing, or the viewers choosing the next one. So that's what I've done. My dad has picked one. I've picked one. And then in the comments, whichever one gets the most comments within the first couple of days, we'll record that one for the following week. Many tried to copy Luke for being the best Wonder Kid finder, but all we know is that Gylfi has just didn't work out that well. Rich, thank you very much, my friend, for the follow. Trying to chip Dragalski there, that's an impossible task. 3-0 against Lazio. I'm not being funny, viewers, but we have just demolished Napoli and Lazio in 2 games where we haven't conceded a goal yet. Ridiculous. I want an AEK Athens rebuild. What do I have to kill for that to happen? Oh, yeah, but aren't they like at the top already? Who's winning? Who's winning the Greek league at the minute? You could also do videos with real life transfers to see how teams could go in their actual team. So my plan for the beta is to do something that I've seen a similar channel do that nobody really talks about, to be honest. And it's very unlike me to copy what somebody else has done, because usually it's me that's getting copied with like Wonder Kid spotlights, or now the rebuilds, that a few people have popped up doing the rebuilds. But I kind of want to see, because beta's difficult. A lot of my videos rely on having the editor to either find out information or to alter things for different scenarios for you guys to benefit from. And it's very hard to do like spotlights or to see who's the best Wonder Kids when everything is left up to the game to randomize it. It's very difficult to do that. Rebuilds, obviously, you can do that straight away, so they'll definitely rebuild on that first week. I can pretty much guarantee that I'll pick a team and just have fun with it. But there's a few things that I want to try and just trial it, to be honest, to see what it's like in the beta, because I don't think anybody else will do it in the beta. People are going to be trying to do everything pretty much that I did in the beta in regards to videos and what FM Scout do in the beta, because they see the views that it gets. I want to try something different. I want to be one step ahead of people all the time. I want teams to stop yoinking the players I'm trying to sign. I hate it. Happened to me in this one. Really annoying. Olympiacos almost always. They're too powerful. There's a couple of clubs around Europe that I want to try. I think I'll let you in on what my idea is for the vote. I want to do one where I simulate 10 years into the future and then I pick a team. Because then, not only is it all fake players, so people can't go, you keep signing the same players, it keeps it different. Could be any team. Who knows? I've set up the database. I've loaded 5 different teams at 5 different leagues, and we're just gonna see whichever. Oh, Matt! Thank you very much, my friend. Appreciate it. How are we all today? How's the African save going? Thank you very much for the follows that are coming in as well. Appreciate that. How's the African save going? Anybody who can explain from Matchstream why the hell we cannot register our non-EU player despite selling 2 other non-EU players and not actually signing any other players? Please let me know the reason why, because I hate Italy now. I hate it. Smashing it currently, but just being literally robbed of a player. Gutted. The explanation is Italy. It's so irritating. Very irritating. But I really do appreciate it, Matt, for the raid. Why are you playing a right back? That is so. What? Right, okay. Concentrate, Luke. What are we doing here? So we're against Molde in the Champions League. Cool. Let's go. I too hate those Italian rules. Got the same issues with Sassuolo. It's so frustrating. Did you sell them domestically? Yes. One of them I did, one of them I didn't. I sold 2 players because the first one didn't work. Oh yeah, let me look. You need to sell them abroad. You've got me intrigued now whether that's the actual rule, whether that's actually what I did. Oh. They both went and stayed in Italy. Is that the reason? Oh, I am livid. Eagle had about 11 different bids and I just accepted them all. Absolutely gutted. Where does it say that in the rules? I want to see it. Tell me, tell me. Leaves for a foreign team. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. So now, the, what? £46.5 million player, that would really do good for me. And I'm paying 160k a week. And he is easily my most highest wage by 50k I cannot use. But at least, thank you very much to Matchstream for, I'd rather know that I've made a huge mistake than not know at all. So for the future, I know, right, you don't have to do that. I'll tell you what I could do. There's got to be some kind of transfer window around, right? There's got to be some kind of transfer window open right now. I'm just curious. I suppose there's no point because we can't actually register him, so I won't bother doing that. But still, when we get to January, now we know. Because that has been something that has puzzled me, this whole save. Selling them abroad to get new players in sounds like an import rule than a transfer rule. It is a bit of an annoying one, isn't it? Just remember seeing it once a season when the rule reminder comes up. I'm glad. Thank you very much for clarifying it, guys. At least I know. You're all legends in my eyes. Pressure's off tonight. Demotivated him. Alright, pressure's on. Like, fucking hell. Okay, so far this stream we've faced Napoli, we've destroyed them. We've faced Lazio, we've destroyed them. How are we going to get on against this Norwegian team?
Even if we concede against Molde, I'll be quite annoyed. Castrovilli's playing so much better in the 2. But again, thank you very much for the raid, Matt. And if any of you raiders want to come over and come over, you're already here. Shelly scored, ideal. If any of you raiders would like to stick the afternoon out, we're going to be live for another hour or so. See how we get on this season. We're doing quite well. We're domestic champions at the minute. Double domestic champions. In our 3rd season, that was. So this is our 4th season. I think it might be our last season as well. We did take a look at some of the jobs pre-season. There wasn't really good offers. Nowhere. I don't want to go down in reputation to a club, and at the minute, because of the way we set up our player profile, we don't have a big enough reputation. We might have to try and win something at the end of this season before we can end up leaving. Also, says, I believe you can max sign 1 non-EU player and free up 1 spot by selling a player abroad. That's what confused me, because it said sign 1 non-EU player, and he was the only guy I signed. That's what confused me the most. Danny, how are you doing, my friend? I swear Mexico got a golden generation, I say. Some of the players they have are nuts. Well, I've actually got a video coming out this week, which shows, like, statistically where the best places are to scout. Because if you look at some of the attributes on the editor, some of the countries that have the same youth rating as, like, England is ridiculous. Like Iraq, Iran and Jordan. They have an unbelievable youth rating. Penalty. Thiago Almeida. Goal. 2-0. It's still weird though, as I thought you could still sign 1 non-EU player this season regardless. I did too. Because the only player that we added to the team, which was non-EU, we didn't actually register because he's an under-22. And I didn't click to register him at all. So I'm a bit confused by that. Oh. So even though he wasn't registered, that still counts. It must have. It must have counted, even though he counts as an under 22. Which is frustrating because we haven't even played him yet, so he's just involved in the squad. Limits on signing, not registration. It's a weird one, isn't it? Italy. Kicking our ass in real life and on the game. It's a learning experience though, and thankfully you guys have cleared that up for me. Italian transfer rules makes it extremely hard to steal away all the South American child footballers. That's true. Not even just the South American ones, you can't even sign people from England now. Esposito though. Born and bred Italy. Lovely player. Top scorer last season. He's been a bit quiet at the start of the season this time round. Alpha F1, thank you very much for the follow. F1, speaking of F1, we're having an F1 stream tomorrow night if any of you guys are into the F1 or into the F1 game as well. Doing a co-op career mode with my friend in the Mod Sports. He's a darts man, in case any of you watch his darts stream and you recognise that name. He's got a competition going on the sports channel of Twitch. We've been battering Mulder. Oh my god. If only that went in. Was the 2 non-EU rule invented to limit the transfers to of the African players? Potentially. Might have been. Hey, on your YouTube, can you do a Rangers rebuild with your dad? Does Rangers need a rebuild? They've just won the league. I'm sure we'll get round to doing something like that eventually. Thank you very much for watching the rebuilds. I'm glad you enjoy it. My dad, by the way, is now stupidly popular. Everybody loves my dad because of those videos. What a goal that is. That's a hell of a header. It's 4-0 before half-time. I did see Manchester United and Shakhtar, who are in our group, are 1-1. If it could stay like that, that would be great. That would be great. It is still 1-0 as well. Good.
I said 4-1 and they literally are going to get that score in the first half. Well, we're not going to get the 1. We will not concede. We might have to take off Chelly. Is your dad going to start a YouTube channel? If he knew how to do it, he probably would. I reckon people would watch him just talk about old football. Okay, we'll pop on Brian Gill. To be honest, I want to pop on a couple of other players too. Let's just stick them all on. We love Omega Dad. It's got to the point where people in his work now think he's a bit of a celebrity. He seems to enjoy so much being on YouTube with you. He does love it. He was really nervous to begin with. But I think he got right into it because he got into the save. And then he realised that it was actually a lot of fun to just be like that. And the second time he was right at his element. Are you going to rebuild Feyenoord? They really need it, even though you already did a save with them. Feyenoord is definitely an option that I considered when we spoke about doing a European one. When me and my dad recorded the last one, we discussed some of the European ventures that we could go on. Feyenoord was an option. Valencia is another option that I wouldn't mind doing. Dusan, get in. Would you mind sharing the tactic? Dan, it's the same one I sent to you. The Spurs one. It's the same one. Valencia really needs a rebuild. Such a shame what's happening there. Exactly. And they have... I mean, I did a video on it. They have some ridiculous players. Like, they have some unbelievable players. I really want to do an Athletic Bilbao one as well. I said to my dad about how much fun that would be because you can only sign the Basque players. So that also could be an option in the future if we do Spain. I want to do kind of challenge ones as well. So I want to do a Manchester United one. So have any of you seen the 6 Rings of Steel NBA game videos or Kenny Beecham videos where he does the 82-0 challenges where his team has to win 82 out of the 82 games? I'd like to try that football version where I have to win 38 out of 38 games. It's doable, isn't it, in the PSG League R? That's really doable. I'm thinking, like, give me 10 years. I reckon I could do it with, like, Manchester United or Manchester City. Maybe Liverpool. As much as I wouldn't want to. Can't change the chairman in FM? I can in the editor. Be very sad to see. Yeah, I think it'd be too easy to do it in PSG. I want to try and do it in the Premier League. It's almost an impossible challenge, isn't it? Which is why I think it would be a good one. Alexander Lacazette scored for Shakhtar, which is great. 32 years of age. Nowhere near as good as what he used to be. Mason Greenwood for Manchester United. What a player. Will he get game time now? Jadon Sancho's there. Even with PSG, it's a really big challenge. So it's true. It would be a difficult challenge still. Vitor Ferreira trapped. Uriel Chelly got an 8.6 rating again. Now, people coming over from Matt's channel, have you ever used Uriel Chelly? Because he'll cost you about 500k at the start of the game. You have to have the Peruvian League loaded. But my God, is he incredible. For an example, last season, his average rating was 7.85 in 30 games. 21 assists, 9 player of the matches, 7 goals. Incredible stuff. And already in 3 games, 2 goals, 1 assist. 2 player of the matches already just in the league. Why not create your own club? Create your own club rebuild. It'd just be a build, wouldn't it? I think unbeaten season is doable with lots of big teams, but 38 wins is another challenge. Absolutely. That makes it even harder. I'm up for doing it. I am up for doing it. It'll be tricky, but there we go. Is there a list for the best traits to train for position / role? I'm absolutely clueless on roles for everything but strikers. I usually just train either in the role that I'm using in the tactic, or a trick that somebody once told me is to train them in the one where they train the most attributes. So for example, strike will be complete, forward. I think midfielder is box to box, trains the most. This will be the next Challenge Me video. Well, the Challenge Me video just hasn't really done very good. Like, the only one that did good was Zealand. Despite actually being probably my favourite videos I've ever done still. Not my best videos I've ever done. I think the one with my dad's been my favourite. For obvious reasons. Okay, let's see how this goes then. So, can't want to go against Christopher Ayers, so maybe we'll pop him in there. And Esposito off and Nonto. Let's try that. Let's try those two little changes there and see how we do. Deportivo will be a good challenge rebuild series. Yeah, they're in the league below, aren't they? Or even is it in the league below that? I can't remember. But you are correct. That would be a good one. They're in the big league, right? Okay, can we continue this form? Oof. Barella. What a player Barella is, by the way. What a bloody player. Gutted Holstein Kiel didn't make it to the Bundesliga. Oh, it's a shame, wasn't it? It's their own faults, though, to be honest. And if you think about it, they made it to the semi-final of the Cup as well, beat by Dortmund. They were just so close to one being in the Cup final, the DFB Pokal Cup final, and for getting promoted. They lost in the playoff. But it is their own fault because they lost a game right before the end of the season. It was like the third or fourth to last game where they were 1-0 up, and I think they took off a couple of players because they had the Dortmund game. Whereas I would have preferred them to try and actually just get into the Bundesliga. That would have made more sense. Do you think it's kind of funny that Rami Azar, a platinum member, is the downfall of the DOF challenge? It is quite funny, to be honest. The DOF challenge, by the way, is something that I might return. I might bring back. Seeing how much people enjoy the Let's Play stuff at this point of the year over like usual videos has made me realise that it's something that I might just have to do. I might just have to bite the bullet and do it again and do it properly. This time we have Sid the editor, which will make the series even better than what it was before. So yeah, it's something that I'm going to think about and look at picking a team. Going for it again. Maybe I'll actually complete one. Wilfred Nonto. Get in, Wilfred. Wilfredo, what a player. Try to do the same challenge you did with Spurs with Wolves. They have many young talents too. Well, we've got one coming out in a couple of Mondays' time, and I won't give it away. But it is a Premier League team, and the one after that we're going to do is probably... I don't know. I don't think it will be Premier League. A lot more to come. See how it goes. Okay, good half of football. Wilfred Gnonto, 7.2 rating. Chelly got a 7 again. Don't even think he assisted. He just walks on the pitch and gets a 7.5. That's how good he is. He's actually having a bad game. It's gone down. Gaetano Castrovilli. One of my favourite players on the game, to be honest. Almeida, good ball. There is Chelly. I mean, he's going to get another 8 rating again. He's going to get another rating again. Winger on support. It's not even his best role. He's better in beyond the striker, but we're not playing that tactic. Lazio are beating Napoli 3-0. We beat Napoli 4-0, and we beat Lazio 3-0. Weird. When is the next Streamer Showdown? It's going to be in August. 2 months off. I've missed it. I've missed the depressing feeling I get on a Sunday. Wilfred Gnonto's in again. Oh, I thought you did it. Will you be playing it? No idea. Not a clue. We don't even know the dates of it yet. It's not something that gets planned that far ahead into the future, unfortunately. As much as I'd love to know. Can't work out whether there's a pass or a tackle. Either way, I do not want to concede our first goal of the season. Do not want to concede. Have we conceded yet? I don't think we have. Let's make some substitutions. Our midfielder getting tired. It's time to change them round. So Castrovilli can come off. Amin Esahal can go on. Eric Pulgar can go on. Let's put him as a DLP on defend. I like that little move that we do to see the game out. And Uriel Chelly, let's bring him off for Brian Gill. He comes off on a 7.6 average rating before he can improve that. Do I feel bad? Yes, I do. Okay, they're on the attack again. 88th minute. Pulgar's done well. Dusan. Oh, he's beat his man. He's beat his man. He's got Wilfredo there if he needs him. Oh, he probably should have used him, to be fair. That's awful. 3 minutes added on. That should be game over. There we go. 2-0. Another good result away from home as well. Very pleased. We just keep trudging along. We just keep... I won't say it's easy, but we're not like making any mistakes or doing anything to worry us. And yeah, we haven't actually conceded a goal yet. 2-0, 4-0, 3-0, 6-0, 2-0. Brilliant. Next game there's Inter, so don't know whether that will continue. We'll see. We shall see. And Juve right after. Brilliant. Right, I think our clean sheetness is going to disappear. How many games are we in to the league? Is that 4? Maybe. Uh-oh. 1 to 2 days. Should be alright. You should be fine. You can still play. Why are they suggesting to drop Mafia? A whole season without conceding a goal might be the all-time challenge on FM. Impossible. No chance. Not a chance. How did they know Mafia was going to get ill? That's weird. Unless he was suspended. That's the only argument I can have for it. Was he suspended? So he wasn't suspended. Why was my staff telling me to drop Mafia before he was injured? Curious on how a team with 200 current ability can do on this challenge, even on the 38 wins challenge. Well, that's a good question, to be fair. Kevin Malquit. Okay, Chile is back. I think we'll still start him, but maybe we'll have to look to take him off. Let's bring back our big men then. Christopher Ayer for Ahmed Hodzic. Everybody else is fine. Risk of injury? Maybe. But his little heart thing was green. It was exactly the same as everybody else's. It was just weird. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. Okay. Internacional. Let's look at their team. They've got the Brighton goalkeeper in goal. After Handanovic has obviously retired. Hataboa from Atalanta is a great little signing for them at right back because they lost Hakimi, I think. During this summer transfer window, I did see him go. They also have bought AZ Vindal even, their left back, which is a very good left back to put alongside the Fridge and Skriniar. They have an incredible defensive line. They also have Jordan Bloody Henderson, Brozovic and Barella in front, which is quite ridiculous. Ousmane Dembele, injury man Ousmane Dembele. Myron Boadu, of course, is a very good player on this game, especially when you're 3 or 4 seasons into the future. And Romelu Lukaku is just an absolute beast. They still have Christian Eriksen, bless him, on the bench there. Calafiori is a signing that they made during the transfer window. They also have Philip Ronigan Jorgensen, of course, who we've highlighted from Odd Boys. He is there as well. So they've got quite a decent team, to be honest. Our boys have their work cut out for them today, but they are on extremely good form. Thank you, Conrad. Have a fantastic day, my friend. Appreciate you stopping by, and I hope you're all well. I reckon our team can do it. I reckon our team can do it. Come on, lads. They are second in the league as well. We have a very early highlight 1 minute into the game. No way. Oh. Big Ron nods it on. Nobody's there, though. Anel. To Kevin. Oh, that's the problem. We're all good. Malquit. He's back to Vitinha. He's not as good as Mafil, but he's still okay. Without Chelly's there. Ousmane Dembele now can run at us, and that is very dangerous. He's run all the way. And he's finished it as well. What a goal that is, to be fair. First goal of the season conceded is not a bad one. Very good individual goal from Ousmane Dembele. Not had much luck, has he, since he left Dortmund. Okay. And we're only 2 minutes after, and we have the ball again. But again, we've lost it. Is Lukaku going to run through and score? That is unbelievable pass. How to add a touchline? What do you mean add a touchline? Not sure what you mean. Okay. Let's break them a little bit. Chelly. Lovely ball. Gotta be scoring that. Got to be scoring that. It's too hot for this. You can enjoy the music, but I am way too hot to have headphones on. Oh, makes all your ears go funny. Okay, you're out, Shelley. Come on, let's do something. Let's get back into this game before half time, shall we? And we're at home as well. Good. Dusan. Oh, it's a bloody block. My scouts are drunk, sending them to places, giving me reports of players that have never even been in the place that's scouting. Fantastic. Is that a straight red? Okay. He just doesn't want to be here, I don't think. Let's take off Vlahovic. Christopher Ayer. I'm just going to have to go like this. Shelley's already struggling. We'll have to take him off at half time. Oh dear, this is a big obstacle to overcome now. Brozovic. Can we head that out? And oh god, no. Big Rom. Would you prefer Haaland or Makuku? Makuku. Makuku has potential range of up to 200, meaning that there's only a small chance he will be worse than Erling Haaland, who has a fixed potential of around about 183, I think. So Makuku, technically, has more of a chance to be above 182 than below it. That's my thinking. Uriel Celli brings us back into it. But again, is that a penalty? Surely not. Cuckoo equals the best Wonder Kid of all time. Have to agree with you. No penalty. No penalty. Come on. Dragovic can save this. Drakowski even. Not Dragovic. Speed this section up, man. This is so irritating. Oh, that's a good pen. Oh, we've got a lot of work to do now. If you can get a skip button for a replay, you really should be able to have a skip button for the stupid simulation of the referee running up to the VAR. Hate it. A lot more to come from you. Come on. Come on. 3 goals during out of time. It's typical, isn't it? The one player we can rely on as well, we'll have to take him off. Marquitz have an absolute stinker, but he is not as good as the other players on the pitch. That's the problem. It's good enough for a backup, but that's about it. Esposito as well is being swamped down by 2 of the best defenders on the game. We're going to have to produce something special to get him into the box. And there again, you cannot get around the fridge. So we're losing out on opportunities because of that. Oh, Boadu. Should have scored, really. Should have scored. So I do have an option of bringing on a second striker and taking off a winger. It might be a risk I'm willing to take. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to put Almeida up here. And I'm going to bring on Wilfred Gnonto. And I'm going to make him a poacher. That's all 3 substitutions made. Now I might be exposing Malquit a little bit. But we're already 3-1 down. Let's fire them up a little bit. Come on. The red card's not done us very good justice there. Lukaku again. Who is that? That's marking him. Milenkovic. Lukaku's just a monster on this game. It's just disgusting how good he is. It's good until you pick him in the draft. It's true. Penalty. Gotta be. What? Do you really need VAR for that? Why would he go down? Literally makes no sense why he just wouldn't shoot. Oh, he took off Almeida as well, haven't we? It's our penalty taker. Look, skip button. It needs a skip button. It's a good 20 seconds. And we've had 2 of those situations. It's 40 seconds. Time is money, my friends. Good. They are useless. When there's like a foul or something, it's just never an actual goal, is it? That's the problem. It never says, oh, it's a goal. No, they all run away because they know it's true. They know it's not going to be a goal. Okay, it's 84th minute. If we get something now, there's a very small chance we can pull back a draw here. I like how we go from not conceding at all to conceding 4. Nonto's in. Wilfred Gnonto, you should be scoring that. Should be scoring. Last chance. What a pass that is. It's a hell of a block as well. I genuinely think this is probably the best team in the league. Inter. If they offered us a job, I'd take it. Esposito again, maybe another chance. Gnonto, he scored that time. Too late though. It is way too late. We're going to go so direct. Might as well. Thank you, Olivia. Have a good one, my friend. No, not to be. Never mind. Good game, though. Down to 10 men. Just unlucky. Very unlucky. A stubbed toe for 5 to 11 days. A stubbed toe. I'm not being funny, right? But I remember we played against the Met Police. Not Met Police. We played against the police in the Plymouth and Devon League. And it was on AstroTurf as well. Don't know why that actually makes any difference, to be honest. It doesn't make no difference. Ignore the fact that I told you it was on AstroTurf, because it makes no difference to the story whatsoever. We were playing against the police. I was playing up front, and the centre midfielder jumped up for a header in front of me. And I was stood behind him because at the time I was going to bring it down on my chest, but he ran backwards and jumped up. And because he running backwards and then jumped up, he came down on me. And his studs, he stood on both of my big toes, right on the nail. And I remember going at the time fuck. I carried on playing. And that was at half time. And at half time, I took my boot off because I was in a lot of pain once I'd stopped running. And I felt the top of my toenail, and it felt like it was hanging off. Just on one toe. So I was like, right, play on. Put my boot back on. Played on. Second half. Played the full 90. Came off. When I took all my socks off, I didn't have either of my toenails. I lost both of my toenails. That was the Saturday. The Sunday, I taped my foot back up, and I played again. With no toenails, I'd lost the toenails the day before. This guy stubs his toe in a game, and he's out for 11 days. 11 days. I played the full 90 on the Sunday. Didn't feel like it affected my game or anything. Yeah, I was hurting. You just suck it up, didn't you? 11 days for a stubbed toe. Disgusts me. Maffeo's back. Oh, actually. Do that, then that. There we go. That's better. Castrovilli struggling as well. Who are we against? Oh, Juve. Just got to play him. Just got to play him. Did he drop a fridge on his toe? Maybe. No smashing the ball with the toes then. That's the thing, it didn't bother me. Like, you play on, like it hurts when you kick the ball. Yeah, so what? You deal with it after when you're in a lot of pain. I've lost my toenails plenty of times. Oh, fuck's sake. Oh. I hate working for it and you can't get it. I'm not a big fan of this team. Menino's great, obviously, but Senesi at centre-back? Striker Balde? Don't know about that. Ake at left-back. This is a weird team. Chelly. Milenkovic. It's unlucky. My assistant manager keeps telling me to improve my physios, and all of them have 20 physiotherapy. That's always a good one. Maybe you need to get rid of the assistant manager. Wow, that is hell of a name. Haben We're Not Chimpstoff. Thank you very much for the follow. Good ball. Oh, Dusan. Castrovilli. Oh, another shot saved. Been all over him. It's a good first half. All the way through. Should have been hit then. Unlucky. Okay, not a bad start. I'm willing to praise the boys for their start, but not while there's a highlight which could end badly. Borgello, there we go. Good win. What is that? Menino to Delict. You don't ever see Delict go a lot of times, do you? Very rare, I think, the amount of simulations that I've done that Delict moves clubs. Anybody else? Is he moved in your saves? Morata, really? Good job I don't praise them. After all that domination in the first 10 minutes. God, even with this fan, it is so hot. Sweltering. Oh, that is so unlucky. Why do I feel like we blew our load too soon? We hit the peak, as somebody already said. Way too soon. Every young player I try to sign demands to be a star player. The egos on these kids. I hate it. I hate it when it's like that. I hate the fact that you cannot offer them like a squad player and they'll just be happy with it. And they're 18. I do think it's slightly wrong on the game. Come on, get one before half time at least. At least. Oh, that's some goal. Oh, that is some goal. Subs in the chat. Let's get some sexy footballs in there. That is some goal. One touch passing. Unbelievable stuff. Sexy, sexy football. Okay. We got the goal for half time, but we need something more. We need something more. Oh, Milenkovic hits the bar. Okay, make some changes then. People are struggling. Brian Gill, he has the ability to come on and make a difference. Rodrigo Gomez, Almeida scored. Polgar hasn't done that well. Bring on Esahal. Swap those two around. Nonto for Vlahovic. Vlahovic is doing right. It's Esposito who's starting to struggle. Come on, Wilfred. Use your pace. Here we go. Corner ball. Oh no. Gabriel Menino. Don't do it to us. Look at that back post. What a pass. What a pass that is. What an unbelievable assist. That's ridiculous, goal. I'm not even angry at that. How do we go? Conceding no goals to conceding 7 and 2. Oh, just the way it is. Could be showboat in the midfield now. No. Morata's not capable of that, I'm sorry, but he's not. He is not capable of that. Well, well, well. Been stuffed. Need to go back to the training pitch after that. We're missing a Brazilian winger / striker that we pay 150 grand or 160 grand a week to. That's what we're missing. Known as one name, Anthony. That's who we're missing. We can't rely on Chelly by himself. He needs help. He needs help. Okay. I think that's a good point to end this stream, because then we'll roughly have about 8 games there. Then we'll have enough for about 8 games there. That'll take us to January. Lovely stuff. So, thank you very much for joining. Let's save the game there. We'll go to our huge Just Chatting page where our face is right in the camera. We're going to raid over to Mozza because I love him. He's watching a game right now, so that's fantastic. So you can watch some real life football. Thank you very much for joining me today, guys. Really do appreciate it. We will be back soon. I don't know when we're going to actually do it. I think we'll do it Monday. We'll do it Monday morning, 9 or 10 a.m. One of those two. I'll decide a bit closer to the time. But thank you very much. We'll be back tomorrow if you want to watch some F1 stuff in the evening around about 6 or 7 o'clock. I'll see you then. Have a fantastic rest of your day and weekend. Bye bye.